Good morning.
Hi,
What's
everybody.
Up? It's me, Joey, and I'm here with the lovely Andrea Renee.
That's me.
She hosts the Kind of Funny Morning Show. Happy Friday.
Girl.
I'm so excited for this. Cheers. These mimosas are brought to you by Andrea Renee's orange tree in her backyard.
Yes. Ooh, they're very tangy.
Which I'm,
Kind of sour almost.
but I kind of like it.
Yeah. So this is the risk you run when you use an orange from a tree.
You don't know what you're getting quite.
I probably should have tasted the orange juice first.
No, I think it's totally fine.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's zippy. It's like Tang, but with alcohol.
I don't know that I've ever had Tang.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably because you're really young.
No, like I remember Tang being a thing, but that was just nothing that we ever had in my house. And I'm
Were you
not
more
really
of a
quite
Sunny
sure.
D kind of girl?
Yeah, that's why. That's it. That's 100% it.
Got it.
Sunny
I like
D.
Sunny D. You know that you are having a rough go when you start using Sunny D as a mixer?
Wait, is this a real thing?
Listen, I'm desperate. I just need something to cut this vodka with.
That's amazing. Oh my
Sunny
gosh,
D.
I've never once thought of that, but apparently I'll keep that in mind when we're in
a good
a
idea. It's a bad
when we're in a
Yeah,
pinch, Kevin.
yeah.
Sometimes you just need something.
It's
if you're
true.
in that much of a pinch, you have a problem.
I don't think so. I mean, I can totally see. This is where I think it gets interesting. Of like, if you, because Tang is a powder, right?
It can be, but you used to be able to buy Tang like pre-mixed.
Really?
Because I wonder how that would be. Like,
Pretty
if you
sure.
just put the powder in some sort of alcoholic beverage,
Yeah.
if that would be weird as like a mixer that's not really mixer. Anyways,
I feel like that would be, you'd maybe run the risk of it tasting super chalky. Right?
Yeah, I think if you
That would
mix
make
shit
sense.
well, you're good.
Yeah, I guess, like, you shake it up in like a protein shaker.
we are getting real deep
Down
in
a
the
rabbit
weeds
hole, you guys.
for this.
Hey everybody, how's it going? I haven't been on the morning show since you, me, and
Jen did it.
Jean Saint-Onge-Miller.
Yes, I like that you say it with the accent. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
because it's way more fun to say with the whole spiel.
It
I like
is.
that.
Well, we just watched the Not Safe for Work Super Trooper 2 trailer.
Yes.
Which we're going to talk about in a little bit.
So yeah, now you have the accent ingrained in your brain
Yeah.
for a little bit.
Peanut butter parfait. peanut butter parfait.
It's so perfect.
Oh my
I
God,
love
it's
it
so
much.
good.
We're
You
gonna watch
guys.
it later too. But welcome to the Kind of Funny Morning Show. Each and every weekday, two of us will be here. It changes up every week to talk about whatever we want to talk about. Usually, the nerdy knows you should kind of know about. If you can't watch it live on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames, you can watch it on YouTube, or you can listen to it on your favorite podcast service. If you haven't, you can also subscribe on iTunes and on SoundCloud. And then, for all of you people that are watching live, if you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime. You just connect those two little accounts, and then you get one free subscription every month. We'd love if it went to us. We'd also love if you gifted it to somebody else in the community. Or Andrea Renee and What's Good Games.
You can't give it to us. Don't give it to us. We're not Twitch partners. But you should definitely give it to Kind of Funny.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames.
Yes. This week, our whole series is sponsored by kindoffunny.com/store.
You're covering your mic.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I can't tell if they can see the kindoffunny.com/store, but
Oh, they can't. I'm
nope,
still
they
trying
can't
to sort
see
that
it.
out. You can
Got
tell them we just got our swisher back, and I was
Imag-
trying my hardest to set it up beforehand.
got it. Imagine that you could see kindoffunny.com/store, where you could get our brand new black hoodie, which I have seen people started getting shipping notifications. So it looks like those are rolling out a little bit early. So keep an eye out for that. Plus our party mode shirt that Andy designed, and our Kind of Funny Games daily shirt.
Hold on.
that
Hold on.
Andy designed.
I almost wore the Kind of
great.
Funny Games daily shirt to the morning show, but then I realized I was going to have to do double duty today. So I was like, maybe I should wear a transitional outfit so I don't have to change.
Yes.
And I realized I haven't worn my bomber jacket peach combo since the Nintendo World Championship.
Oh, we're
So I
happy
wore
to
this
have it
on
here.
stage. And you guys, my mom sent me these cool new blue. You can't see them. Can you see them? They're blue.
Yeah. Oh my God, those are sick as fuck.
Those are
Guys.
so cool.
They're really cool.
I was ready, Andrea. I was ready to act not impressed. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Thanks, Kevin.
No
Shout out
worries,
to
man.
Converse. I feel like Converse is like the unofficial shoe choice of the office most days.
Can we call them Chucks?
Yeah, you can call him Chuck.
You can call him whatever you want.
Okay. Well, I meant all of us as a team.
I default to the white ones, but I also like these because these are the ones that don't have the tying laces. They're just like the slip-on ones.
Slip-ons.
It's like, oh, I've never tried these before, and I like them very much. A couple of different housekeeping things. The latest episode, if you didn't watch it already this week, of MCU in Review is up. Look at them. We saw some feedback that you guys wanted Kevin on the shows this time, so we put him in.
Why?
With the sriracha shirt. I like it.
You can't tell in this camera because the colors are a little squashed, but I am in fact wearing a green beanie, so I am the bottle.
It's really funny.
Amazing.
He was very excited when he first told us about that. I think we were like at the mall or something like that, and you discovered that you were in fact a sriracha bottle.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I didn't discover it. Like I chose. Like I
this
bought
was
the beanie.
I thought this was like a.
Oh no, it wasn't an accident.
I figured this out.
Oh God, no.
Oh, okay, this was a planned outfit.
I searched for.
Awesome.
And it's still it's not the right shade of green, but whatever. What are you gonna do? You know what?
Oh my gosh, this like screen grab that's on the heelkickmovie.com website.
It's awesome. Heel Kick Movie is now out today, I believe.
Oh, and we are putting out the behind the scenes
watch along.
Yeah,
so it's going to be like
really
a commentary
like a director's
track.
cut, yeah, or a director's commentary kind of.
Yeah, so you'll be able to sync up. We recommend that you watch the movie first, and then you watch it again with this commentary track that's with Greg and Nick and Danny from Heel Kick. That's up now. If you want to hear more about Heel Kick, our episode of Game Over Greggy is live today, and that features Danny as well. So check that out too. There's a lot of Heel Kick stuff going on. But it's really great. It's been really fun. I watched it here in San Francisco, and then when they did a screening in Austin too. And I don't even really like wrestling. That's like not really my thing, but it was really funny, and they're really good. So yeah, check it out if you haven't. iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, PSN, Xbox, the whole kit and caboodle. It's gonna be pretty great. And then just a reminder, we will be reading tips later. So you can tip at the $5 or above level, or you can use some bits, and we'll read those as well. Another thing, tomorrow, Shit Arcade is coming to San Francisco as it's attached to SF Sketchfest. I believe yesterday Nick said that tickets are all gone.
And then he laughed at everyone.
Which is kind of a bummer because I wanted to go, and then
buy your tickets earlier.
I know, that's my problem. I'm gonna check right now to see if they're up because I'm just kind of nervous, or I'm interested. And it's not pulling up anything, so maybe I won't check it right now. But yeah, there's a really good lineup. Nick's going to be there. Obviously, Brian Altano, Mike Drucker. It's going to be a good show of people. Have you ever been to one of these when they've done them in LA or anything like that?
No.
I haven't either. But I don't know, it sounds funny, and everyone always has a good time, so.
Have never been.
Hopefully
I generally will only go to things like this if it's people that I know, and now that Nick's in it, I would go.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that Agent Bizzle is in it as well. Mr. Brian
And Miranda Sanchez.
I've actually never had a conversation with her.
Oh.
Just watched her on the internet.
Uh-huh.
We've seen each other at events in passing and said hi, hello.
But never
gotten to
connected.
Kick it over a martini or anything.
Yeah. I feel, it's weird because it's like people always end up in the same ecosystem of events, but there's so many people that it's hard to connect with everybody. But
Joey, I'm in this weird phase.
Okay.
This is the brunch conundrum of coffee and mimosa.
And what to drink.
And which one to drink. And generally what happens is if I get coffee and mimosa at the same time, I abandon my coffee to just drink mimosa.
Yeah!
I am on the same page with that because I made a cup of coffee earlier.
It's still on the Keurig in the kitchen.
Clearly priorities have taken over, so I feel you. I've just committed to this. The other thing is a lukewarm mimosa, not super great all the time, but coffee you can drink cold, and it's not weird.
Yes. Well, no, cold coffee unless it's intentionally iced coffee.
Yeah.
But hot coffee that's gone cold. Ugh.
But then I could just put it in the fridge or put ice in it, and then it's fine.
I know, but it happens to me on games daily all the time that I start with a hot cup of coffee, and by the time we get to new dates, or even maybe a little bit later in the show, to the mid to the bottom of reader mail, and I go to grab it, it is not pleasant.
Oh, well,
but apparently it makes for good memes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, have you guys talked about this on any shows?
No.
I think Nick talked about it on Wednesday.
Okay, because it's amazing. Like, I love just like
Thursday
scrolling
edition.
through the group, and it's just like, so if you're not, oh yeah, they did talk about it. It came over from Reddit, then it infiltrated the Facebook group, and now I've seen it kind of pop up on Twitter too of the Andrea meme, and now I have it saved so I can use it whenever I want.
It really took off in a way that I was not expecting, and there has been some really funny ones in the Facebook group, in particular in the Kind of Funny Facebook group. So kudos to everyone who's coming up with the hot takes.
Yes, I love it. It's so fun. Should we hop into the stories for today?
Yes, let's
Okay,
do it, girl.
So we've got a couple different things that we want to talk about today. The first one I thought was interesting. So the Sundance Movie Festival is going on right now, and this is some of the news that came out. Variety, Brett Lang over at Variety reports that MoviePass announces it will acquire films now. So the subscription service isn't just content offering customers bargain basement tickets for movies. Like streaming services, it's often compared to MoviePass is diving into the content business. So it's creating a subsidiary called MoviePass Ventures that will co-acquire films with distributors. Details still coming out about this, so it's not super solidified yet, but it plans to release films across other platforms, including streaming, DVD, and on-demand. So right now they're at Sundance, Sundance, pitching indie people, panels, to see what's gonna go on with this. An interesting move that I didn't really expect. I thought that they were just gonna go for the, like, try and corner the theater market for stuff.
Yeah.
But now, because they've gotten so much press for MoviePass kind of taking over, especially in the last few months and spiking, it makes sense, I can see. But I feel like it's two totally different sides of the industry, so that'll be a lot to balance.
Kind of scary now.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Monopolizing.
Tech people see the money and the intrigue and the glitz and the glamour of the content business, and they, rightly so, are like, that looks cool. I want to get involved in that. But they don't necessarily know how to make content. So hopefully, if MoviePass is finding that they're in a windfall of profits, they hire some excellent content people to do their content for them instead of trying to go out on their own and make it themselves. As somebody who's been in the content business for over a decade, it's like it doesn't get any easier. Yeah. It continues to be difficult, and following the trends is hard, and you really got to work with some really talented folks if you want to really have your finger on the pulse of what's going to be popular. Mm-hmm. I'm not surprised that they're making this move, but how they're going to execute, I think, will be interesting to keep an eye on. Yeah, it'll be. Yeah, it was something that I had never really thought of like, oh. It seemed like they were going one direction and then veered off into this other one, but you have way more of like an eye for this side of things, so yeah. I totally feel you. Apologies to people in the chat who are talking about how loud my typing is. I have to push a meeting back that happens right after Games Daily, and I forgot to send the message. I forget that the microphones we use here on the morning show are the lavaliers versus the tabletop mics. Yeah. And like they pick up noise in a completely different way. Yeah, it's annoying. My bad. Also, shout out to Batman Dan 6 in the chat, who made the original Reddit post about Greg talking about his trophies and his Patapon games. And that's where the meme originated from. So, high five, man. I love it. Perfect. Moving on to the next one. Andrea, I don't know that we've ever talked about this, but how do you feel about Harry Potter? I love Harry Potter. Yes. I almost wore my Hogwarts shirt this morning. So I've read the Harry Potter series front to back 7 times. So, because what I would do is like I would reread it before every book came out, and then I've reread it a couple of times since then. That's impressive. Yeah. That's like something that I wanted to do this year, except for when I went home to my parents' house. I had all the books except for the first one, and I was like, I have to start with the first one. So I just haven't actually tracked it. Yeah, I just haven't tracked it down yet, though I might steal one of the copies that Cool Greg has, because he has a lot. Do you want to borrow my Harry Potter books? Ooh, yeah, maybe. I'll bring them in for you. Okay. Perfect. I'm excited. And it's not the mass market paperback, it's like the big, thick ones. Ooh. Because for me, I am a hardcore physical media reader. I don't like reading on Kindles or iPads or my phone or anything like that. I must have the actual paper in my hands. And I stayed up until 2 a.m. last night. I'm almost done with my reread of Words of Radiance, which is the second book in the Kingkiller Chronicles from Brandon Sanderson, because Oathbringer came out in November of last year, and I haven't read it yet because I had to reread The Way of Kings. Oh shit, Cool Greg has it right here. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. You don't need to wait for mine. Take it home,
Perfect.
read it.
Yeah, I know. I'm totally with you on the like physical having a book of like I have my iPad that I use mostly when I travel for convenience, so I don't have to like haul around like
book, yeah.
4 different books that I want to read. But I like the tacticalness of it. I don't like reading on a screen, so I totally feel you on that.
Nice.
But a new Harry Potter game wants to explore life at Hogwarts before Harry. So this, can we pull up this trailer, Captain?
Sure.
This is the new mobile game, right?
Yeah.
This thing? Is this what you want to
Nope,
watch?
it's down. Nope, not that. There we go.
Let's for a second think. Is this gonna have Harry Potter music that's gonna cause us to re-upload this video?
I don't know. Probably.
It seems like you don't
But
care.
will I just edit it out?
Okay.
I'll totally do it.
You edit it one time. Now you get it. You do the handles it, huh?
Yeah.
I'm not hearing audio.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Oh, because it's muted. My bad.
I like that it's a port key. It's not our abilities that show what we truly are. It's our choices. Albus Dumbledore.
Oh, yes. I fucked something up.
Yeah. I'm totally into this.
See, I'm on the fence.
Okay, tell me your hesitations, Andrea.
Before I tell you my hesitations, I need to correct myself. Somebody in the chat whose name has scrolled by and I missed it reminded me that the Kingkiller Chronicles is not Brandon Sanderson. That's actually Patrick Rothfuss. It's the Stormlight Archives is the name of the Brandon Sanderson series. So thank you. I actually just reread Patrick Rothfuss right before I started The Way of Kings. But the reason why I'm not super excited about this is because I'm worried that I'm going to open it up and it's going to look like one of those janky mobile games.
Yeah, like the knockoff ones that you always see on the App Store kind of thing.
And like this initial trailer makes me the art style kind of looks like a Telltale game, but it doesn't look as good.
Yeah.
And the Telltale games don't all have the best art style. So
historically, haven't all the Harry Potter games looked like shit?
no, have
Really?
you played the Lego Harry Potter games?
Oh,
Well,
Lego
I mean,
or next
like,
level.
but like that's a different. You know, that's
No, it's not, but those are Harry Potter
those
games,
definitely
Kevin,
look
they
like
count.
yeah, but those look like Legos. It's like okay, I get it. You know what
the
I'm
point.
saying?
Right, no, but I'm saying, but even though they look like Legos, the quality of the animation in those games is on point. So, I never played the Kinect game, did you?
I did not. I've played bits and I don't think I ever finished all of the Harry Potter Lego games. I think I only like played bits and pieces of them. Have you played them? Did you play them? Cool, Greg?
I beat one on PS3 and one on 3DS or something like that.
Yeah. And you liked it?
Yeah.
Are you excited for the mobile game? Do you think?
Yeah, but even if I don't play it, just looking at it,
Yeah.
like that last screen where you saw, I think it was Hermione, and that was beautiful. Like that just got me hyped.
Yeah. Do you think that you'll download it and try it?
Absolutely.
Because yeah,
For sure.
I want more Harry Potter, and I don't necessarily want it to be Fantastic Beasts. I haven't been like, I liked the first one. I didn't like the twist at the end with
God, yeah, that sucked.
spoilers.
He was such a good.
Which I don't even think are really spoilers anymore because so many people have talked about the Johnny Depp stuff. So I don't know that I'm like, oh, I want to go back into that world, and I feel like this is one of the few things I have other than rereading the books. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I would just love someone. There is like a My Witch Academia kind of ish game coming out from the people at Chucklefish, I think.
We got a question from somebody that we ended up not having time to get to on Games Daily. I don't know if it was this week or last week. And we were talking about like, is it possible that Warner Brothers has a studio potentially making an Arkham-like game set in the Harry Potter universe? I don't think, obviously, like a combat-focused game would make sense. I think it would have to be more RPG-focused with spells, a little bit more like all mages all the time. But I I don't know. I personally, as a fan of the franchise, would love to see them do more with the bringing in elements of the cinematic universe of Harry Potter and some of the deep cuts lore in the book series and bring it into a video game. But I don't know if there's like a market for that.
Yeah, I know, because it's like all of like the mainline books are done.
Well, did you read Harry Potter and the Cursed Child?
No, I have not.
Excellent. It's a little weird that it's in play form.
But it's still good?
It's still very good.
Okay, because I've heard mixed things about it.
Turner.
So, and like that's part of the reason of like I wanted to reread all the books so I could jump into that one directly because I felt like I wanted more.
Yeah.
A refresher on what the
15 points!
Oh my God.
Hey!
Wow, who would have? Wow, we have been.
Summoned McGonagall?
As soon as the trailer started, I tried to find my hat, and it took me a very long time. Also, Kevin, yes, I couldn't find my wand, I took yours.
It's in your drawer.
15 points! It's where?
It's in your drawer.
I know I moved it because when I kept moving the drawer, it kept making the noises.
Is it on the shelf thing?
That's where I thought it was, but I didn't see it when I was in a hurry.
I haven't seen this in full form. It's like the
You're out of
satin
focus.
And this is
sleeves.
half-assed too, because I'm still wearing my regular T-shirt under. Usually I'm naked as a jaybird underneath this outfit. You know what I mean? But I was running out of time. You guys
Naked
kept talking
as
about
a
it. You guys-
jaybird.
Thank you, Professor McGonagall. It's always such a pleasure.
We should not be I'm saying we should not be encouraging this.
Kevin, who was the one that was encouraging the purchase of this?
The what?
Of this.
What was that, Joey?
Who was the one that was encouraging the purchase of that costume in the first place, Kevin?
I mean,
We like cried, you guys.
when like an idea like that comes out once, it's like that's great. When it reoccurs and when the cameras aren't on, it's scary.
Nah, it's still fun. It's still
Scary.
a good bit. Yeah, so I signed up for like the little send me more information when it's live thing.
Notifications?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. And then it was like, your letter from Hogwarts has arrived. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so fast.
shit.
And it was just like, here's the trailer again. And I was like, that's dumb.
Not quite what
I was
you.
like, that's not what the letter from Hogwarts is supposed to be. It's supposed to be the invitation for the game, but whatever. So I'm excited to see what happens as we see more stuff from this. So
We'll
see what
keep our
happens.
eyes on it.
Chat, let us know. Are you excited? I want to know. Next up on our docket is something that Cool Greg brought to my attention earlier today.
I'm so excited about it.
As we were talking about what stories to put on today, I was like, I think this is what we're gonna do. And he was like, have you seen the Twitter beef about Ja Rule and 50 Cent? And I was like, actually, no, I have not. But I have a soft spot in my heart for Ja Rule.
Yeah.
Outside of the whole Firefest catastrophe that happened last year.
I mean, he seemed like he was genuinely like upset about in his response.
Sure.
But I mean, how else is he gonna like?
Exactly.
That's the only other option. Like, he's not gonna be like, sucks, deal with it. Like,
I mean, he
he's
very
got a
well could
public
have. He very
persona
well
to protect.
could have said that though.
Yeah, but
And we would have been like, it makes
and then
sense.
he would have been like game over for the rest of his
But
career.
I feel like it was already a big game over. People
no,
are
I think it's
pissed.
recoverable.
Yeah, I think people have already forgotten about Firefest.
And it turned into a meme because it was like everything was so funny and it was like it was people that you wouldn't normally see complaining about stuff like that.
Well, I just thought the whole, I mean, we don't need to go down that rabbit hole. I just thought the whole concept of what that festival was like, who would actually pay money to go to something like that?
Yeah.
Surprise, bunch of people.
Turns out.
Oh, yeah, more people than we thought, right?
I'm really excited these old guys are still going at
Coming
each
back.
other's necks.
These
And,
old guys, Cool Greg, how old do you think they are?
But there's like the new class of rappers that have taken over.
Yeah,
Look at him, he's like, well, you know.
Now
Ja
you mention
Rule
it.
and Ashanti are going to be out here on Valentine's Day.
Oh,
They always
snap.
come out here.
What?
Wait, is that
Yeah.
a thing for a show?
Yeah, they always come to the Regency. So.
Dude,
Alright,
I would
yeah.
100% go to that.
Yeah. Oh, well, right there. I'll
Yeah.
be lonely on Valentine's Day, I guarantee.
Let's go.
Cool
Let's
Greg,
make this
how old do you
happen.
think Ja Rule is?
He's definitely, what, 35? More? maybe?
Is that old to you?
We already had this a couple days ago. If you're over 25, you're old. And
Wait,
if you're over
what?
30, you're
According
lame.
to-
That's what
according
Lil
to
Uzi
who?
said. It was on the morning show. Y'all
Lil Uzi did say that.
I'm just going off
Who's
the morning
Lil
show canon.
Uzi?
Little Uzi.
Lil Uzi?
Lil Uzi,
This
he's
is the
here on
new
31st,
class
maybe?
of
It's like Lil Yachty.
Yeah, we put that down as a trivia thing yesterday. We're like, I don't know who. It
Ja
sounds
Rule
like
is
a real
41.
name.
Okay.
Okay, so he's
Oh
he's definitely according to Lil Uzi, he's definitely old and lame.
I think
I only have one more year of not being lame.
over
What am
40.
I have to make this next year count. Dang.
Okay, let's see how old 50 Cent is.
And I just here's the thing. I don't like that these two are
42.
beefing. Oh, okay.
So they're the same age.
Because I like
roughly.
both of them independently, so I don't really like that they're fighting.
Yeah.
Still not quite sure how Pornhub is involved in this fight.
What?
That's what it
I didn't
says.
know that. That's
Yeah, Pornhub got involved. I love that. That's a
But
great line.
also, 50's a lot cooler with Mayweather, and he's always trying to promote people, like rappers fighting each other, and he'll pay for it to make it happen, get cashed out. So hopefully he just does it for himself and actually makes it happen.
Well, yeah, because he's
he's
got
always
more
for the
money
money.
that he knows what to do with.
Yeah.
He should
So
just donate it to
go,
charitable
go, go.
causes.
Or we see a fight. Huh?
I think this story's over, but I got a
interesting,
quick
too.
shout out.
Both?
Yes.
Last night, our guy, Xavier.
Do you want to come over here and make the shout out?
Yeah.
I don't really know too much, because I feel like when I'm up here, I'm supposed to have the answers. When I'm off
No.
camera, I can just shout opinions.
You can still shout opinions.
So I don't really know shit about shit. I know Stephanie McMahon and Triple H killed it singing, I think, Frozen songs to each other on Jimmy
Oh.
Fallon last night.
Okay, let's see
Yeah.
here.
And then Xavier Woods and New Day and all them were up there too. Killing it, man.
Dang.
Making money moves.
Shout out to the
them
commish. Proud of you. We like you very much.
Moana.
Moana,
Oh,
They
Moana.
sang Moana.
Well, I'm gonna have to watch that later too.
there you go. That was great.
So yeah, this morning, Ja Rule went on a Twitter tirade about his feelings towards 50 Cent, mentioning that 50 is a son, student in Padawan. He also went to stress that 50 Cent's life is owed to him. Is that valid?
Hell no.
No? Okay, I didn't, because it seemed like they came up at the same time. Well, I guess Ja was like a little bit before 50 Cent.
Yeah, but I don't know. The beef really helped things, I guess. But
Is it just
he was
really?
He was with Eminem and Dr. Dre. Like,
Yeah.
According to Too Fat, the rappers originally fought in the early 2000s when a friend of 50 Cent's robbed a chain from Ja Rule. After several diss tracks, Ja Rule famously showed up at 50 Cent's recording studio to fight it out. Ja Rule and 50 Cent confirmed that they made a truce in 2011, but now the former, who most recently made headlines with Fyre Festival, told his followers a fun hip-hop fact about 50 Cent to stir up drama. Quote, 50 Cent is pussy, he said. Let's be clear, I mind my business, but for some reason 50 Cent keeps my name in his mouth. I think he'd rather have my dick in his mouth. Yo, Shea Jackson Jr., stay sucker free, my brother. 50 Cent ain't killing nothing, ain't nothing like that. I smell pussy, is that you, Fifth?
I'm really happy.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa! I probably should have prefaced that with a not safe for work, but I mean, this show is always not safe for work,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. It's always
You're the people they want.
be careful.
Hey, this is on Twitter, okay?
How much of all of these Twitter beefs is just to propel people back into the spotlight that people have forgotten about? Do we think?
I don't know. Like the other day on GOG when we were talking about how Trump makes, or it seems like Trump's making people more Twitter active.
Yeah.
Like changing society or whatever. I don't know. I'd go out there. If I was kind of funny, I'd be arguing it out over nothing too. Something like that. Why not?
Trying to carve a spot out on there?
Yeah, have fun with it.
Yeah, I don't know where
These
this
guys
came
hate each
from.
other. Like I really believe that.
Really? Even though they have their
so long.
truce or whatever?
I think the only time they saw each other was on a plane once. So it's like there's like people have been keeping up with it.
That's so interesting. Yeah. But I guess the weird part is like supposedly they came to a truce and then like out of the blue, this just happens. But
He was 50 Cent was getting interviewed, and then they asked him about it. He just like, if I saw him in the streets, because they expected him to say, "Oh, yeah, it's a truce." He said, "If I saw him, I'd knock him out. He'd be sleeping."
dang.
And that's why the interviewers kept bugging him.
I feel like Ja Rule is like physically a lot smaller than 50 Cent.
100%.
So like, why would you be throwing threats at someone who probably could knock you out?
Just because someone's bigger doesn't mean they're gonna win the fight.
But that's all.
You think Ja Rule's fast enough to dodge?
I don't know, man. You don't need to dodge. You know. You just
Kevin,
go
do you have a
right for
personal
the guy.
story you would like to share?
Yeah, man.
Huh?
People made a lot of mistakes in their lives. You know what I mean?
That's true. Period. Yes.
the statement ended.
How you doing,
I'm
Mark?
still not really quite sure how Pornhub has got involved in this because it links to like Pornhub is claiming responsibility, but then I clicked it and it just goes to the Pornhub Twitter account and it's like I can't scroll through everything to find where you're claiming
you
responsibility.
could.
There's a lot of other stuff on there. But
I'm sure.
anyways, shout out to Ja Rule. I want him to come back and make more music. I liked him. And 50 Cent too. Has he put out new music? Have either of these people put out new music in the last
Didn't
5
50
years?
Cent go bankrupt or almost bankrupt?
See, I don't know about that. Nick was saying that he went bankrupt, but everything I know is he makes money off of every flavor of vitamin water, not just his own. So it's just like a crazy
A royalty
deal.
would make sense.
So I don't know how you can go back. He said he went bankrupt off that deal. So I don't know. I don't do that kind of research.
Oh man.
Like, is this shit slapping? This shit not. I know he's making a lot of shows on BET and stuff. He basically owns BET at this point. So
That works.
cool. Network, like show-wise, not
Yeah.
stock-wise.
Our next thing that we're gonna watch as Kevin walks away from the computer.
Come back,
I'm
Kevin.
in the middle of trying to sort all this stuff out too.
I know. Is the Super Troopers 2 trailer? It is the Red Band trailer, so like the rest of our show, couldn't figure out why it was Red
You
Band.
guys watched it though,
We
right?
watched it. Yeah, there
Wait.
was nothing. There's some dialogue that maybe not safe for
on.
work, but nothing you wouldn't already hear on the morning show.
It says
Yeah.
here, crude sexual content. Yeah, of course, this fucking thing pops
It's just
up.
them talking about.
Language, graphic,
didn't see
and
any
some
graphic
graphic
nudity.
nudity.
I didn't see anything.
All right, you
I
guys.
was disappointed.
Are you guys sure you didn't see? Because like for the trailer.
We literally just watched it. I did not see any graphic nudity.
All right, well, maybe you're trying to get our channel banned.
Yeah, maybe
What?
the Twitch part, because if we show it on Twitch, that's not a good thing. As we
No,
did when we
there's-
showed fan art of some
See, yeah, there's no nudity.
salacious.
We got a conversation with Twitch about that. Remember?
Oh yeah, I did forget about that.
That didn't go as smooth as you're saying.
Yeah.
So
So maybe
you showed some fan art with like nipples on it or something.
No, we
I
showed
mean, it was
extremely
inanimate
graphic fan art.
objects. that
The
had
kind of funny logo
genitalia,
was making love to the Lupe,
which
the
is
Let's
a
Play
Achievement
logo.
Hunter logo. So maybe we'll just drop the link for this in chat. No,
I mean, we just scrolled it. It's fine.
No, I mean
But-
like
we'll just drop the link for it in chat. You should watch it. It's really
Also,
funny.
Didn't we get like claimed yesterday because of movie trailers?
yeah, we already watched another trailer because Joey's badass. She can't be controlled.
That's
Can't
right,
tell me
Joey.
what to do. Can't tell me what to
Joey,
do.
I won myself over on you on that one.
You came full circle on that?
Yep.
Okay, awesome.
So do
You
you,
should
want
watch
me to drop
it.
the link?
It's funny. Kevin, drop a link in the chat.
Sucks. I haven't watched it yet. I heard you guys laughing a lot though.
Yeah, you should definitely watch it. Sorry, Twitch. We won't do it again. We told you we wouldn't do it again. So we have two main topics that have come up in the last day that Andrea and I wanted to talk about. First of all, you've been watching The Handmaid's Tale.
Yes, I have.
Did you finish it?
No.
Okay, so where
I
are
think
you?
we're about halfway through. Let me check and see which episode we're on.
Okay. There might be like light spoilery things if you haven't watched the first half of it, but you should go watch it. It's on Hulu. It won a ton of awards at the Golden Globes. It stars Elizabeth Moss. That's her last
Yes,
name, right?
Elizabeth Moss. You might know her from Mad Men.
Yes. And it has a couple other people. Alexis Bledell's in it from Gilmore Girls.
Looking way older than she is. Whoa.
Right? Exactly.
But I
yeah.
mean, for what happens to her character in that series, I am not surprised
Yeah.
that she looks like
She's seen some
she
shit.
looks rough, guys.
Yeah. Did you read the book?
No.
Okay, because I had never read. Oh, I feel like I
mean-
might have like spark noted the book probably in high school. If I'm being honest.
So I only like kind of vaguely knew what this series was about. I was not prepared for like how dark this series got.
Yeah.
I wrote like a post on Facebook the other day about how it felt like one giant trigger just watching this show because so many terrible things happen and
Yeah, it hits a
it's
wide
heavy.
variety of things.
Yeah, it's but it's so well directed. The acting is really fantastic. The set design and the costume design, and they really got the tone nailed down, and it's really consistent. You know, some of the hallmarks of really great filmmaking or television making are when you're so immersed that you don't see any of the process.
Yeah.
Any kind of mistakes in the like in whether it be like graphics or script writing or anything like always kind of brings you out of the immersion, and that hasn't been the case at all with this series. And so hats off to Hulu for such a fantastic job on an original piece of content, and of course, you know, obviously source from Margaret Atwood. When I watched the Golden Globes, I'll fully admit I wasn't quite sure why Elizabeth Moss won. Now, having watched the series, I absolutely understand why Elizabeth Moss won. She was up against a bunch of people, so
I think she did an excellent job.
yeah.
And then I also think it's interesting too to see the juxtaposition of when they do the flashbacks to like as things are starting to like turn over to the quote unquote modern day thing that you see.
Yes.
And seeing just how like all these little small things start to happen, and then to see the end result. I think for her to be able to manage both sides of that character, I think are really interesting.
Yeah, I finally just got to a point in the series where they just gave a little flashback into what the commander and his wife's life were before, and I was really desperately hoping for that because I keep thinking like, you know, the commander's wife is set up as this like kind of like almost like an evil villain type character, but she also got thrust into this situation without any choice.
Yeah.
Right? And it seems to me, like as they're starting to kind of like peel back the layers of her character, that maybe it's not as what it seems. Maybe she's just trying to make the best of this like really terrible situation she finds herself in. And she's like, well, I don't want to be on the other side. So I either like embrace this role and fully like commit to it, or like I get sent to the colony or whatever this mysterious place is, right?
Which supposedly we're going to get to see in season 2, which I'm excited about.
Yeah,
So-
well, I haven't watched the trailer
trailer?
for season 2 yet because I'm not finished with season 1.
Yeah.
But I keep hearing that it's like pretty like gruesome. Have you seen it?
I've seen it, but
I've just seen some headlines on Twitter.
I mean, it just to me it matches the tone of season 1 of like that is like, and do you watch Black Mirror?
Yes, I haven't watched the latest
season.
episodes. Yeah,
it kind of hits the same tone of like that dark, intense vibe. So I don't know that it's any crazier than The Handmaid's Tale in general.
Yeah.
I just think it matches that and kind of brings a new light. I can't remember if season 1 goes through the entire book or not. So I'm interested to see what they do with the show when they run out of source material from the book and how.
kind of like where Game of Thrones went.
Yeah.
I think Game of Thrones did fine. So if Hulu can take some notes from their showrunners,
and kind of keep that tone going. I'm not a huge Game of Thrones person, so I can't compare it to anything.
well, that is a topic we should get into another time. But I'm looking at the clock going,
Oh, we should go.
we still got some stuff to do.
This is true. Should we table the next topic for the next time?
We could.
Because I also feel like Tim Gettys has strong opinions on this.
We could talk to him about it.
We would be interested in doing this. Maybe one of the days next week if you come in, we'll bring you on a little
That
bit
could be
early.
fun.
Okay, perfect. We'll figure that out. So thanks, guys, for hanging out. We're going to go into our next segment, which is P.S. I love this best friend XOXO. If you see somebody in the community doing something cool, you can nominate them at kindoffunny.com/bestfriend. Today, we have Tusspot, I can't tell. There's a lot of S's. Shouting out Brandon. And Tusspot says, I found out about Kinda Funny through my friend Brandon, and he has nothing but great things to say about this lovely community of best friends that are helpful in every way. So thanks. I like best friends. Bringing in other best friends. It's pretty awesome. And then today, our giveaway is sponsored by
Hello. You want to come over here?
kindoffunny.com/store.
It's funny, Joey.
Uh-oh.
You talk about best friends and what that means,
Oh,
right?
no.
It means best friends will be there for you, that even when they commit to something and it gets harder, they'll stick around.
I have no idea where this is going. This is terrifying.
Tonight you're coming over for dinner
Yeah.
to begin a week of taking care of
Oh,
Portela.
no.
I would like to come on the show live and inform you it has been moved to hard mode. Kevin, please bring up the graphic.
Oh my gosh.
I left the house today after walking my dog, no problem, and then got a text.
Come forward, you're out of focus.
Then got a text from
Also,
Jean-Vive
like,
Saint
lean to the
Ange.
right. Like, go. Yeah, there you go.
Because we're actually in picture-in-picture.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got a text from Jean-Vive Saint Ange that was just like, oh my god, what happened to Portela? And I was like, I don't know, what do you mean? She's like, I put laundry in the dryer and I came back and he's got a hole in his foot.
Oh, what?
And
Hole
so
in
he
his
had
foot?
a hole in his foot. Now, go to the video, please, Kevin.
Do you mean a cut?
I'm not there. I'm getting reports.
Oh no, Wendy. What's that?
Wait, hold on. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
dig
restart
all
it.
the way. I'm not trying to walk on this
Oh
thing.
no, Wendy.
It's a
what
cast?
happened?
No, it's just a wrap.
What happened?
Apparently,
Wendy.
it can come off tomorrow at some point. Jen's gonna go out and get a cone for him right now.
She took him to the vet?
Oh yeah. Dog, you wake up, dog's got a hole in his paw, what are you gonna do?
Go to the vet, yeah, for sure.
Why do you always give me broken Portillo?
Why does he always break himself right before I go out of town?
I don't know. Last time
Trying to
had
get
to
you to
carry him
stay.
around with his poor little knee.
I don't think it'll be that bad this time.
Okay.
I'm just saying, heads up.
Oh, you
might
look
have
so
to amputate a foot. You might
sad.
have to amputate a foot at some point.
This is the last time I volunteered to watch Portillo for Greg and Jen when they go out of town. This is how it ends.
We gotta get Porty to be friends with Thomas. Because then he can just hang out at my house.
I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Well, I don't think-
Thomas doesn't even like people, let alone another animal creature.
I think maybe he just doesn't like you because
No, he doesn't. I don't even think he really likes you or Paula.
Oh, he loves me. He doesn't like Paula too much, and that's really sad because she wants him to like her a lot, and I think that's the problem. But I sit down to play a video game, he jumps in like on my lap and is just rubbing his head against my like chest, and it's like, stop. I don't want this. I never wanted this.
Breaking news, Kim and Kanye Kardashian West have revealed their daughter's name. It's Chicago.
Chicago West.
It's not breaking though,
What do you guys
right?
think about that? You love it?
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either.
I mean, it's like kind of weird. Are either one of them? Well, is he from Chicago?
Yes,
Oh, that would
he's
make
from
sense.
Chicago.
He's
But, like-
totally obsessed with it.
I don't know anything about Kanye. Because what's the? It's Northwest, Saint West, and Chicago West.
I don't know how I'd feel being named after a city.
I think
I think some of them are kind of cool. I know
Cool
a girl named
middle
London.
name, yeah.
Like, not really.
I guess I could call her Shy.
I got a couple friends who go by that stuff. Yeah, it works.
I know a girl named London.
Shy-
She likes it.
Chirac. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't hate it.
I don't
like it more
hate it.
I like it more than
Well,
Northwest, I would
Really?
say. The way like,
because Kim said that she that started as a joke the internet made, and then she fell in love with it, and then she,
cause yeah, well, I like it on like the meme joke level of like, oh, that's really funny, and that's why I want them to have a whole directional set of children.
yeah.
Yeah. But I don't hate it. But I don't love it.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyways,
So yeah, our giveaway today is brought to you by that breaking news from Greg Miller about his dog that I now have to take care of for the next week. It has a hole in his foot. Portillo. I think I'm just gonna bring him to the office for a couple days too.
that's a good call.
I'm gonna do it. So the winner of today's giveaway is Not the Lysander at Work from Twitch. You won a Walk in the Dark on Xbox One. Congratulations. I will send that to you later. Everybody else that won this week, I'll also send it to you later because I haven't done that since I was out of town. Let's see what's up next. Do we want to jump into some chat questions? Do you want to pick
Yes,
some?
let's do it.
We'll do 3 regular chat questions, and then we'll do 3
What do we got? What do we got?
Normies.
Yeah. As Nick Scarpino likes to call you, the normies.
norms.
So if you've got questions, everyone's still talking about Portillo.
Get over it, dude. He's a dog.
But I do
I think
have
the
more
question was like, how did he
questions.
get the hole in his foot?
Where did
like,
the
where'd
hole come
from?
Jen has too much anger,
Right?
you know? Pent up in that house too long.
Let's see. I'm gonna scroll through some.
Shout out
things
to
right
Fargo
now.
Brady. What up?
I'm
North
gonna
Dakota
scroll
represent.
through and read some tips while you get
got
some
it.
questions and while all this catches
Quentin
up.
Master says, Andrea, how excited are you for the Vikings game? I am incredibly excited. I watched a video this morning that was circulating Facebook that the Minnesota Vikings put up showing fan reaction after that miracle play happened at the end of the game, and I literally I got tears in my eyes rewatching it. What I realized, though, and I did not see this happening, is that the end of the game is at the start of a show I'm going to. So, like 2 months ago, John and I bought tickets to go see Bill Maher, who's one of our favorite comedians. We watch his show all the time. His live shows are great. Even if you don't like his HBO show, like his live show is a completely different vibe. He's playing in San Jose or Cupertino or somewhere. And so we bought tickets like forever ago, not realizing that the NFC Championship game would be lined up. And then the Minnesota Vikings are playing the late game. So it starts at 3:40 p.m. Pacific time. So I'm like sweating that, so the show's supposed to start at 7:30. The game's definitely not going to be done by then. So I'm like, what do I do? I'm kind of like, so we're going to be watching it at home and then we're going to be watching it in the car on the way there. I think what I got to do is I got to just like stay outside watch the end of the game
then
unless
go in?
unless it's like the score is like completely blown out on either side. Which I'm kind of hoping we blow at the Eagles, but let's be honest, it's probably not gonna happen. It's probably gonna be close. At least I hope it's close.
Close games are more fun.
Yeah, that's true. So,
As the football fan, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
This in regards to the Eagles.
yeah.
I saw that somebody went to jail for punching a horse at their game.
What?
Yeah, at the playoff game. An Eagles fan.
Wasn't that a college game?
Nah, I didn't hear about that.
Yes. it's-
But there's usually mounted police officers at games in like the parking lots and things like that.
So they're probably chasing him. He just turned around, took his first shot.
Also, like, why would you risk punching a horse? Like
That is a
horse,
giant creature.
that thing could stomp you to death.
It can sleeve your arm.
Plus, I feel like you would get even more trouble than that if it's like if they do it the way that like police dogs are of like it's also an officer. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Alan Plays gave us a tip today and said, "Hey, Joey and Andrea, I've nearly met the new requirements for YouTube and could really use some support from the KFBF community. Maybe send some sweet, nasty sublove to youtube.com/Alan Taylor Wins.
There you go.
ALAN Taylor Wins. Good luck. We're with you.
Somebody asked me about Nintendo Labo. You should listen to Kind of Funny Games Daily from yesterday. Greg and I talk extensively about Nintendo Labo.
Love it.
What do we got here? Joey.
Yes.
Guy Who Paints asks, how is Persona 5 run going?
It's good. I haven't been able to play since I got back from Chicago, or not from Chicago, from Austin, which means I'm going on like a whole week of not playing, which is so sad, but that's what I'm gonna keep doing this weekend. I just finished, I think, the 5th palace. I'm waiting to do the change of heart for that. So I'm just going around and doing all the datey things and working and all that stuff. But I really love it, and I'm really excited to keep playing. This is the first game in a long time where I've been like, I want to do this.
I want to get home to play.
Yeah.
That's cool. Also, people put the link for the horse punching in the chat.
Oh shit, so it did happen.
Yes, it did happen. So I'll have to check.
Should I delete it?
What?
I just tweeted you the link. Should I delete it?
No, you can leave it up.
Gotta keep that shit.
Justin Ryan Bear tipped us and said, "Hey, Joey and Andrea, y'all's hair is what the young kids call on fleek." Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Also, Joey, are you still playing Stardew Valley on Switch? I haven't really been playing a ton of my Switch lately because I've been so hard into Persona. But that's general. I usually swap back and forth depending on my mood between that and Mario when I do pick up my Switch. Made the terrible mistake of forgetting to charge mine before I hopped on a flight, so that was unfortunate. I was very sad about that, but it's fine. And then our last tip for right now is from Admiral Nelson that says, "Ahoy, happy Friday, love you guys. Also, my best friends, OK Beast deserves your sub on YouTube. They consistently provide great content and are good dudes. They deserve 1,000 subs, heart. So you can go check them out too. Shout out to everybody shouting out everyone else. What?
I'm on their next podcast.
Ooh, cool, Greg, making an appearance on OK Beast. That'll be exciting. Do we have, we can put it in sub-only mode on chat and take 3 more questions, and then we can head out. So you can get ready for
Games Daily, y'all.
how does it work if you're on if you're on this show and Games Daily? You can't really like yell at us to go faster because you're also on this show.
I can't, but I can try to keep an eye on it and be like, okay, we gotta get going.
I'm gonna keep scrolling.
I haven't been able to add anything to the rundown though. Generally, when I'm here, I like to pepper in a few things. Haven't done that this time. Been busy.
You're gonna go in totally blind. Just see what comes up.
Okay, we're in sub-only mode now, right?
We are.
Okay, let's see here. Questions.
Let's see. Speaking of Persona 5, have you heard of the anime? New pics came out today. I have heard of the anime. I haven't seen the new pictures from today. I'm trying to stay clear of any of the stuff for the Persona anime until I finish the game, just in case there's some spoilery things.
Andrea, how does it feel to be rushed? Tyrannosaurus Rex.
I
Who's
can't
rushed?
even actually tell you. There is jack shit happening in gaming news today. So
Excellent.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You got-
Awesome.
We're going to talk mainly about the PlayStation Now Game Pass thing.
Okay.
Top story we're leading with, David Jaffe's just like, hey, Twisted Metal isn't happening. We're like, all right, thanks.
Amazing. So it sounds like there'll be a healthy dose of reader mail in Games Daily today if you guys are watching live in the chat on Twitch, if you want to stick around for that. Let's see here. Bertimus Prime 86, Andrew, will you dance with me at prom? we could probably make that happen. I guess
Solid.
you asked first.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
Ahead of the game. Mighty Mouse 56 says best meal you ever ate.
Oh. This is a tough one. The best meal I ever ate. So I've eaten a lot of really fantastic meals in my life. But the best meal I think I've ever eaten was at Tom Colicchio's Craft in Los Angeles.
I know that name. I watch the Food Network.
If you guys are fans of Top Chef like I am, you know Tom Colicchio. He has a bunch of, well, not a bunch anymore. He mostly has his restaurant in New York and in LA, and I think he still has a sandwich place running too. But so the thing I love about Kraft, and I've tweeted to Tom about this, and he responded once, was that the service at Kraft is impeccable.
Really?
It's flawless. And if anybody has ever eaten a meal with me, you know that I am really nitpicky about service because I worked in service for a long time. And I always say that I've worked in service forever, and that's why I'm nitpicky about it. But the food is just super, like, it's like perfection. And if it's not perfection, they immediately make it perfection. Like if your steak is cooked not the way exactly that you want it, if your vegetables aren't done right, if like your bread isn't perfect, like they make it perfect. So a really fantastic food experience there. And then John and I also went to Spago for our anniversary.
Ooh.
Man, that was a ding on the credit card, let me tell you guys. But
Totally worth it.
But it was worth it because we only were able to get in on an early reservation, and Wolfgang Puck was there, you guys. He walked around and said hi to every single table at the restaurant.
That's amazing.
That's what you get for going to dinner at 6:30 at Beverly Hills.
You actually get him there. I love it.
So anyway, a couple great meals.
The one that comes to mind recently is I went to Flour and Water in the Mission, which is okay. So it was a little bit daunting because they do like homemade pastas and stuff like that. You look at the menu, it's like I don't know what 80% of these words are, and pasta doesn't really seem like something that like. It seems a little bit more generic, like, oh, I should recognize some of these. Had no idea what any of them were. So there was like six or seven of us, so we each ended up getting like just a bunch of different stuff.
Family style?
Yeah, literally everything that we had was good. And it was like it was so good. There was like this black garlic sauce on one of them, and I was just like, this is the first meal I think I've ever had where we've done like a family style thing where every dish that came out was better than the one before it, and I was like, this is amazing, and I want to go back really bad now, and I haven't done that yet.
And now I want pasta. Thanks, Joey.
Sorry.
And now everyone in the chat wants pasta.
Yeah.
And everyone listening is like, let me pull over.
Where can I get some pasta tonight? So, yeah. Let me see if we can grab one more question, and then we'll head out of here. Andrea, if you don't go to the Super Bowl and the Vikes get in, can we get a KF watch along for the game like we did for wrestling this summer?
If the Vikings are playing, I'm going to Super Bowl. I'm going to do everything in my power to go. If they're not playing, we host a party at our house, so we wouldn't probably be able to do a watch along. Though we could technically stream from the What's Good Games studio during the party.
Oh, we could do
Food
some
for
Twitch
thought.
IRL streaming off of someone's phone.
Yeah.
Because, if you guys aren't
But I'm usually so busy, like, making wings or, like,
it's hard
refilling
to
ice.
host.
Yeah.
It's hard to
I
host
like
and do that
hosting.
stuff.
I like hosting parties.
But yeah, awesome. Well, thanks guys for joining us for the Kind of Funny Morning Show today, celebrating with a little bit of mimosas.
Cheers,
Thanks,
Joey.
Andrea, for coming in and joining me as well.
Absolutely.
We will be back shortly, and we'll be reading subs and all that fun stuff. So have a great weekend, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.